Greetings, this is Melanie with Frames. This week's topic is on something that several people have asked about. Matter of fact, there's one person in Australia that has asked me about this twice. So I wanted to make sure that we could get this in a recording and maybe help some other people. So this topic is about pulling a single card. Not a whole spread, not 4 frames cards like this, but just pulling a single card to use as a focus for a meditation or a focus for the week. So if you have the book, pulling a single card is called an alternative frame, and that's on page 6. So a reflection frame is what we're talking about today. Shuffle and pull one card. Use the card's idea as a visual focus in meditation, strategy sessions, or to use as a weekly frame of reference. So let's do weekly frame of reference. When you have your cards, one of the things that helps me, and one of the things I offer on my website, is this little card stand. So the card actually goes, let me find a decent card that goes in it. So the card actually sits in the stand like this, so that you can look at it. You can put it in your front of desk. I keep mine right on my desk over there. And so you can look at it and keep it in your focus all the time. So it's actually a basalt rock from Wisconsin that has a line carved in it. I have a couple of different flavors of this, a couple of different colors, and you can see them on my website and see which one speaks to you. But I like the black ones. I like the basalt because basalt is the origins of the earth. So what you can do to pull a card for the week is, first of all, think about the events that you have coming up for the week. Think about the challenges that you're going to have with those events, whether it's personal or professional. Some weeks seem to have nothing in them. Some weeks seem to be so crammed with things to do that you can't even hardly catch your breath. Some weeks have big events like big meetings, travel, family events, or personal events. So what you can do when you're pulling your card is to focus on the events of the week. Kind of look at your calendar, see what you have coming up, summarize it in your mind, and then focus on the events of the week. So let's say that you have a big meeting coming up that you need to lead or participate in, and it's really important to move your work project forward. So you want to make sure, so the challenges of this week might be that you want to make sure you're prepared. You want to make sure that you don't say something that's going to move the project in a direction that you don't want. You want to make sure everybody at this meeting feels included, and you want to make sure that the outcomes of this meeting are going to be sufficient for what you need. There's been meetings that have gotten derailed, maybe, that you've been a part of, and you want to avoid that too. So those could be some of the challenges. So what you can find is just lay out your cards. So today, let's just do a messy pile. You can just kind of do a messy shuffle. And while you're thinking of your events, your meeting, your family event, the big date that you have coming up, just kind of keep that in your mind, and then just shut your eyes and reach in and pull the one card. So what I pulled was the Traveler. This is very appropriate for something I was just thinking of this week. I don't have any events coming on, but there's something on my mind that has to do with travel, and I can tell I'm not thinking it through correctly. So I need to meditate on this. I need to think about traveling, the traveler. who is going to be traveling, and get that in my focus. So what I might do is sit that in the stand, and every time I have a little break, I want to, sit that there. I'm going to turn this so everybody can kind of see it. I want to sit it and, just look at it. So let's research the traveler card a little bit. I'm just going to put my pile over here. So the traveler card is an archetype card, and it's also a card of, it's also a card of a physical force, which is also really appropriate for what my card is. I love when those things happen. The keywords are visitor, pilgrim, movement, imbalance, loosening physical ties, observations, horizons. So the traveler is in between places. They are, let me put him there. Let me put him up here in the light. The traveler card is in between places. They're neither at their old place, but neither are they at their new place. The card shows the traveler in the middle of a journey, free from the past, but somehow tied to a future destination. So the traveler makes choices as they go along their journey to diverge, to turn back, to stop, change speeds, take along others, gather resources. So when this card appears, like it did for me today, it signals that the current waypoints of a project or your life are more significant than the end point. Like the old saying says that the journey is more important than the destination. So why is that true for me? So what waypoints, why am I so focused on the end goal and not so much focused in enjoying the waypoints along the way that get my traveler to their goal? The traveler is alone on a pilgrimage. So what you do with the weekly card also is that you can look at the card and notice details about it. So for this card, it has a lone figure that's traveling, but they have lots of resources with them. They have a backpack, they have a helmet, they have scientific gear, they have a keyboard, but they also have the little companion that goes with them. Whoops, this is so hard to do on the camera. See that little dog companion right there? So the dog companion in frames usually means the thing that you're keeping with you that animates your journey. What is it that gives you that little spark to help enjoy the journey? It could be, music that you play along the way. If you're having a big meeting, it could be your favorite coworkers all coming together or going to a different place. If you have an event with your family or with a date, that little dog traveling companion could be, just maybe some good memories or some continuity, maybe a little tiny bit of happiness now that COVID is starting to get over. So think about yourself during the week as the traveler and keep it in front of you. And when you find yourself thinking about your week or planning it or getting ready for the next day, whenever it's going to happen, keep that card in front of you, meditate on it, focus on it, and ask yourself what you have to learn from that. It works every time. I keep a card in front of me every single week. And it's funny, when you start out on Sunday and you pull the card, by Friday, you really know what that card means. So thanks. Go to my website to find out more, insight-frames.com. Thanks.